You know that feeling when someone walks into a room and they just command it without even saying a word? That's Bobby Lashley. Today, we're going to do more than just look at his workout routine. We're going to decode the entire blueprint for building that kind of unstoppable presence. So let's get into it.
So how do you actually do it? How do you build that kind of raw power and physical dominance? Well, if you want to see the answer walking around in human form, you look at Bobby Lashley. His journey gives us a roadmap, and trust me, it's about way more than just lifting heavy things. It's a mindset that flat out refuses to fail. So, before we can get into the reps and sets, the how, we got to get inside his head a little bit. We need to understand the why. Lashley's training isn't just a random collection of exercises. It's a very specific philosophy, built for a purpose.
And here's the secret sauce. His strategy is this incredible blend of two different worlds. You've got bodybuilding on one side, and you've got power training on the other. And it makes perfect sense, right? For professional wrestling, you need both. You need that sculpted, larger-than-life physique that intimidates opponents. But you also need that explosive, raw strength to actually, dominate them. It really is the best of both worlds.
Okay, so how do you organize a week to do all of that? He uses a classic muscle group split. And this is so effective because it lets him walk into the gym with total focus. He can dedicate 100% of his energy and intensity to one single area, just destroying it, while the rest of his body is busy recovering and getting stronger.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the daily workouts. And I want you to think of each day not just as a routine, but as a challenge. A gauntlet he has to run through to forge that physical armor he wears into the ring. And we are kicking the week off with a bang. Day one is all about chest. This is a power day, focused on those big, foundational pushing movements. He starts with the big one, the heavy hitter, the bench press. He's going heavy here, in that low rep range to build pure, raw power. But once that foundation of strength is laid, he switches gears. He moves to incline presses, flies, push-ups. These are movements designed to sculpt, to hit the muscle from every possible angle and chase that final muscle-burning pump.
Next up, day two, back. This is the source of that incredible V-taper and, of course, just immense pulling strength.
Of course, he's going to start with deadlifts. I mean, that's not just a back exercise. That's a full body test of strength. From there, it's about building both width with things like pull-ups and thickness with all those different rows. And a key technique for him is training to failure. That means he's pushing until he physically cannot do one more rep. That's how you force the body to adapt.
Day three is all about building those massive cannonball shoulders. You know, that 3D look that makes his frame look so incredibly wide and powerful.
So he builds the foundation with heavy overhead presses. Then he gets to work isolating all three parts of the shoulder. He hits the sides with lateral raises for that width and the back of the shoulder with reverse flies. But then there's this last one, face pulls. And this is absolutely crucial. It's not really for looks, it's for keeping the shoulder joint healthy and strong, which is vital for a long career.
Day four. Okay, this is the one a lot of people tend to skip, right? Leg day. But for Lashley, this might just be the most important day of the week. This is the real engine room for all of his explosive power.
And it all starts with the king of exercises, squats. Just think about it for a second. When he lifts a 280-pound opponent over his head, where does that power come from? It's not his arms. It's coming from his feet, driving through the floor. Every single one of these exercises is about building that raw, functional power to move other human beings around.
So as we round out the week, we get to the finishing touches, the arms that everybody recognizes, and the powerful, rock-solid core that holds that entire machine together.
For his arms, it's all about variety, just shocking the muscles from every angle with different curls and extensions. And his core work is just as serious. I mean, strong abs aren't just for show. They act like a natural weightlifting belt, protecting his spine and giving him the stability he needs for every single move in a match.
Okay, so we've gone through the whole workout. But here's the thing. You could have the perfect plan, the best gym in the world, and none of it would matter without what we're about to talk about. This is the mind of a champion. This is the true secret.
It all comes down to one fundamental principle, progressive overload. Now, it sounds a little technical, but the idea is actually super simple. To keep getting stronger, you have to consistently make your workouts harder. The moment a workout feels easy, your body has adapted and it stops growing. So you always have to find a way to up the challenge. More weight, more reps, whatever. You can never get comfortable.
And this quote right here, it just nails his entire philosophy.
Progress is not about perfection, but about persistence. I mean, think about that. It's not about having a perfect, record-breaking workout every single time you hit the gym. It's about showing up. It's about being persistent on the days you feel tired, the days you don't want to be there. That is what builds a champion.
So if you break his mental framework down, it's built on these 4 pillars. First, intensity. Every session is a battle. It matters. Second, consistency. You show up, period. Through all of life's challenges, you show up. Third, recovery. You got to understand that muscle isn't built in the gym. It's built when you rest. And finally, belief. A deep, unshakable belief that every single rep you do is one step closer to your goal. So now let's bring this all back to you. We've decoded the blueprint. We've seen how it's done. The next step is to take these lessons and use them to ignite your own inner power.
So where do you start? Right here. It's simple. You don't have to lift what he lifts. Start small with a weight you can handle safely. Please focus on proper form above everything else. Then just be consistent. Show up, week after week. And every time you train, just try to be a tiny bit better than last time. That's it. That's the whole game.
And I want you to remember this. Keep this phrase in your head. Greatness is built 1 rep at a time. It's not about some giant leap. It's about the small, consistent efforts, day after day. It's something you build, rep by painstaking rep.
And so I'll leave you with this question. Forget about tomorrow, or next week, or next year. Right now, what is the very first rep of your new journey? What's that one small thing you can do to get started? Think about it, and then go do it.